Let's get to week 2 top performers. Who will be the number 1 quarterback, Marcus?
Well, I'm taking a page out of your book here, and I'm going with Lamar Jackson as the number 1 quarterback. I mean, look, Lamar had a very good game last week against the Chiefs in the season opener, ran for 122 yards, threw for another 273 and a touchdown there. Now he gets the Raiders, and the Raiders got run over by the Chargers this past week. I mean, J.K. Dobbins had a renaissance against the silver and black. We know that Baltimore wants to be run heavy offensively. We saw a lot of work for Lamar and Derrick Henry, so I think we see that. Plus the fact that I expect them to take some shots downfield. They went deep a couple of times on the Chiefs, so I think Lamar is set up for another big week to start the season.
I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels because there is an obvious cheat code in fantasy football this season. Who's playing the Panthers? Who's playing the Giants? And, of course, Jaden Daniels gets the Giants this week. And we saw, in the second half of last week's contest, he really started to put his legs to good use, ended up with 2 rushing touchdowns, and now he's going up against the Giants, who've allowed the 5th most rushing yards to quarterbacks in 2023. They also allowed a 113 passer rating to Sam Darnold and Kendall. I don't know if you're trying to make a statement about, like, Sam Darnold's not good and this is like some sort of gotcha moment. Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. Do not give me notes like this. He's a good quarterback. I think Jaden Daniels will also add it with his arm.
I appreciate the notes regardless, Kendall, as we get to the top running back.
I know where you stand.
For week 2, I think it's going to be Derrick Henry. Much like Marcus, I see the opportunity against this Chargers team that gave up all of 13 yards a carry to J.K. Dobbins. We didn't necessarily see the game flow be beneficial to the King in the opener against the Chiefs, but when they could run the ball, I think they did run the ball well. I think the numbers are going to be up. Derrick Henry, RB1, week 2.
And I'm going to go back to the cheat code. J.K. Dobbins. Again, we spent a good portion of the summer talking up Kamani Vidal, and I still believe that perhaps he could be a good player in this offense at some point this season. And before you want to dismiss J.K. Dobbins as a fluke, you're like, yeah, he's not going to do it again. Who's he playing? The Panthers. You're like, okay, he's going to do it again. I love this opportunity. This is everything we thought out of a Jim Harbaugh offense. Running the football, slot receivers, which was Ladd McConkey, and good defense, and a team that actually looked like they knew what they were doing, and Charger fans probably didn't know how to react. Like, oh, good coaching. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to be riding with J.K. Dobbins this week.
All right, let's go to the wide receiver number 1 in week 2. I think it's Chris Godwin, Mark.
I think it's Chris Godwin. I absolutely do. Look, we saw the Rams going against the Lions last week, and more than half of their receiving yards came from the slot or the tight end position. Cooper Kupp, 85 of his 110 receiving yards came when he was lined up either in the slot or more toward the tight end spot there in the formation. Chris Godwin, we know that they are going to feature him out of the slot very heavily this season. Certainly week 1 was more than we saw him there all of last season as well. So I think he's going to get a lot of opportunities in what could be a high-scoring game. Spoiler alert, I also think Jalen McMillan has sleeper vibes because he spent a lot of time in the slot when he was on the field as well.
Yeah, they could have scored 50 if they really wanted to against the Washington Commanders. I, though, think the wide receiver 1 will be Cooper Kupp atop the ranks in week 2. The Cardinals defense looked kind of vulnerable in week 1 against the Bills. Matthew Stafford got him 21 targets, 14 catches. Turns out Cooper Kupp's still good. So much for that almost 4th round ADP for a Triple Crown winner just a few years ago. More to come here on